2025 has seen some of the biggest price cuts North Dallas has seen since 2008. And if you are buying or selling this year, you need to know exactly where those price cuts are happening, because not every area is being hit the same way. Some zip codes are seeing dramatic drops while others are holding strong. In this video, I will break down the zip codes with the steepest cuts, highlight the areas that are outperforming the market, and explain why this is happening, plus what you can do about it. Let's dive in. I'm Emily Harinda, Dallas area realtor, and my husband Tim and I have been helping people just like you buy and sell houses here in the Dallas area since 2015. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, and if you'd like us to help you buy or sell a home, give us a call, text, or email. Before I get to the list, let me define what I mean by price cuts. I'm not talking about the $5,000 markdown that you'll see on Zillow. Those don't tell us the whole story. What matters is what homes actually sell for compared to their original list price. That is called the sales to list price ratio. Now, before the COVID boom, North Dallas homes normally sold between 97 to 99% of list price. In 2021 and 2022, homes were selling well above the list price. But since 2023, that trend reversed. And in 2025, the average is down to about 95 to 96%. But here's the key. Some areas are falling well below that. Let's start with the areas that are seeing the biggest price cuts. Number 7 is Little Elm. Little Elm as a whole is selling at 94.7%, but it depends on where you look. The west side, mostly new construction, is way down at 93.5%. The east side is healthier at 95.7%. Number 6 is Melissa. Melissa is selling at 94.5%, but new builds are dragging that number way down. Pre-owned homes are holding up better, while new construction is only selling at 91.3%. That is a huge gap. And keep this in mind, about 40% of all sales here are new builds. Number 5 is Prosper. Prosper is at 94.3%, dominated by luxury homes. New builds are only about a third of the sales, but they're badly overpriced, selling around 91% of list. Number 4 is Aubrey. Aubrey is selling at 94.2%, and with almost half of the sales being new build. And these new homes are only selling at 91.6% of list. Builders are cutting deeper here than most. Number 3 is Pilot Point. Pilot Point is at 94.1%, but here's the kicker. 74% of all sales are new builds. If you're buying here, don't expect easy resale in the next few years. A safer bet might be something in the historic downtown or something with more land. Number 2 is Anna. Anna is at 93.4%. Builders here are being forced to slash prices. It's supposed to be the budget-friendly option north of Melissa, but buyers are demanding deep discounts. Why? Because you can go 5 to 10 minutes south and get a nicer home closer to Dallas for about the same amount of money. And number 1 is Salina, selling at just 92.3%. There is a huge spread between pre-owned and new here. Pre-owned is at 95.5%, while new homes are at 90.8%. And here's the problem. 61% of sales in Salina are new construction. If you're selling a pre-owned in a community that's still building, you're competing against heavy builder discounts. If you're buying, don't go anywhere near list price. Now, before I look at zip codes that are selling for a higher ratio than average, I want to stress this. Just because an area is selling at a higher or lower ratio doesn't mean that that area is a bad investment. For example, even though Salina has the lowest ratio of any area on this list, the median sales price has appreciated more over the last 10 years than the number 1 highest selling zip code on this list, which I'll reveal in just a minute. If you're buying, you want to make sure that you're not paying more than the rest of the market would for that home. That's true whether you're in a zip code with big price cuts or not. If you're selling, make sure you ask your realtor what the area sales price to list price ratio is in your neighborhood. Ask them not to sugarcoat it for you. And always beware of hiring someone that just agrees with everything you say. Chances are they're not telling you the whole truth. You need to evaluate your motivation. How important is it for you to move this year? Because there's a good chance you'll be walking away with less than you think. Now, let's look at some areas that are selling at the highest ratios. First up is Plano. These 2 zip codes in Plano made number 7 and 6 on our list, both selling just under 98% for the year. Plano's premium location means that it's consistently in demand, meaning sellers don't have to bend as much on price here as in many of the northern suburbs. Next, we're going to Flower Mound. We're jumping around a little bit on this list because these 2 zip codes in Flower Mound make the number 5 in 2 spots on our list, selling at 98% and 98.3% of the list price. You've got lake access, great schools, and while I-35 isn't the most fun to drive on, it still gives you a straight shot to Dallas. The third spot on our list is the southern portion of Denton, selling at 98.2% of list price. Now, the number of homes available here is actually quite a bit fewer than most of the other cities on this list, which can contribute to the higher ratio. But you've also got a great location, perfect for those who want to be near to the highway, nearby to all that Denton has to offer, but prefer not to live in a true college town. The fourth and top rated zip codes on our list belong to Carrollton. And if you watched one of our more recent videos, you may remember that these zip codes are among some of the fastest selling here in Dallas. These zip codes are selling at 98.1% and 98.6%. Carrollton is one of the most convenient locations in North Dallas, and your prices are considerably more affordable than the majority of your North Dallas neighborhoods. All right, well, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below about other areas you're curious about. And if you'd like to have a conversation about what it would look like for you to buy or sell in one of these areas, give us a call, text, or email. We'll see you next time.